Yeah, we played well, and that's what we expect to do. We want to get the ball out more. Critical field goal that we blocked at the end of the half. We need the ball to bounce our way, and we have to put ourselves in the right positions for the ball to do that.
How hard is it when you're playing so well and the other two units have their struggles? How hard is it not to finger point?
That's a great question. That's the name in the game. Like, it's easy to create a scapegoat for the result of that game and say it was that player or it was that play, when ultimately there's hundreds of plays, thousands of moments throughout a game that either are for you or against you. So I think as a collective unit, if we can just realize that it's all of us and that we cumulatively lost that game together and not point out guys, we'll be in better shape, come together as a team. This game is testing our will to fight, and I'm excited to see how this pans out next Saturday. But this adversity is tough, and it's what you live for. I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
When you talk about correcting mistakes, are there certain mistakes that are harder to correct in season, like you
guys are? Yeah, I guess I don't know how to answer that question. It's you gotta be able to adjust to what they're doing, and we learn technique, we learn the scheme all off season. So when in season comes, every defense and every offense has a asset and liability. So you just have to first understand what you're supposed to do and how it's supposed to work, and then you have to understand how can you get beat and what can they do to stop us. So it's a holistic understanding of the system. It is hard to correct those things in season per se.
Hey JoJo, is there someone on that defense that when you watch the film, you're like, man, they're really playing at a high level. Maybe they don't get as much, notoriety, but they jump out to you?
Yeah. I mean, watching the film yesterday, Garrett Nelson played an amazing game. And everything he's doing in practice is translating over on Saturday. So really proud of him and excited for what we're getting out of him. And, I mean, how we dominated the box is how it needs to be. And that's got to be the standard. And those guys are plenty talented enough. They plenty want it enough. It's just doing it. And just like when you face adversity, when things aren't going your way, let's say we're losing in the box, like we got to be able to have the will to come back and win the next play, win the next quarter, so on.
Could you tell with Garrett, he kind of came on at the end of last year, could you see this sort of progressing whenever he was going to become sort of what he had been?
Yeah, the will to be great is burning within his chest. And he's a team guy, he's not a me guy. And even when it comes to picking up stuff in the locker room after practice, like Garrett's that guy. So seeing him playing with him his true freshman year to last year to this year, like he's taken tremendous strides just mentally in the game. Coach Dawson coaches the heck out of him and gets the most out of him. So bright future for that kid.
Something that you had seen before, or what? I guess what went into making that play?
I have the quarterback. I am the edge blitzer. I have the quarterback. So when it's bang bang like that, you want to be able to make both plays. But I have to trust that the rest of the guys are doing their job, and I have to stay home for the quarterback. I could have stayed even more home. I got his ankle and wrapped and rolled, but I could have body shotted him too. So, but yeah, I needed to stay home and make that play.
Chenander talks a lot about that, making the plays that you're supposed to make and understanding that. How much progress, I guess, over the last couple of years have you made in that regard?
Yeah, I think I've taken huge strides in that. Like I used to just think about, I don't even know what I was thinking about my sophomore year. It was just a fairy out there, trying to do my job, also try to be around the ball, and not trusting that like by doing my job, I'll find the ball and the ball will find me. So.
Hey, JoJo, you guys play Northwestern on Saturday. Obviously, it's been a crazy series in history. What do you remember about some of these games against Northwestern and how back and forth they've been?
They're close every time. It's a dogfight. It's who plays more disciplined and who plays more physical is usually who wins. So it's going to test our mental toughness this week after everything that we've been through to go ahead, put that behind us, learn from it, be better from it, and then to go against an opponent like this that's going to make sure, that's going to demand mental toughness out of us. It's going to be a great test.
You made a play to near the goal line and probably prevented a touchdown. I think you came and got it. I believe it was the running back from behind, but he had a pretty clear lane. I don't know if you remember that specific play. But were you coming? Was that your assignment too, or was that a play where you went extra and came off with your assignment?
Nope, that's my assignment, getting off blocks and tackling the ball carrier.
I mean, it wasn't. I don't think it was the quarterback, so I didn't know if you were on him that play.
Yeah, no, they flipped them, and then we were ready for that play all week. So.
Hey, JoJo, you said that this game will test your will to fight. Did you get the sense that this will be a big challenge to get the guys up and ready to fight again?
It's a challenge for all of us. I mean, it's just a challenge.
But no more so this week than any other week, or is it more so this week because of what happened last Saturday and Saturday prior?
Yeah, it's just a challenge. It's a challenge. Obviously, based off of our past experiences, like we have to move forward in some way, shape, or form. So it's crazy because all like the little mistakes throughout the game, like if we would have won that game, we would have shrugged it off. But because you lose, like every single mistake you look at critically, and you're like, how can I get better? That if I would have done this differently, would the result have been different? So we have to be hard on ourselves, but also we need to give ourselves grace. Like we're human. We play this game. You win or lose. We have to move forward regardless. So we might as well move forward with our best foot forward and with a good attitude and a growth mindset.
How much does it affect the defense when the offense is possessing the ball as much as they are maybe usually?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Definitely helps a lot. Third down conversions help a lot. So those guys, I've seen them come on. They do it in practice. It somehow translates to the game. Crazy how that works. So good to see that. Adrian, so proud of that kid, and we're going to continue to take strides on that side of the ball. I trust those leaders and our coaches. We're bound. We're going to keep getting better.
Like you notice that in the fourth quarter when you're seeing maybe your 70th snap as opposed to your 95th or whatever it might be on defense?
Yeah, you feel it. You're not really thinking about it, but you feel it.
Hey, who do you watch on Sundays when you have a chance to watch a game after you've done all your work for Nebraska? Who do you like to watch as a player?
Usually, in rehab and then watching film with Shenander and then trying to get away from football. But even like on my downtime at the house, like I just watch what's on Sunday Night Football usually.
Is there a player that you admire? You wanted?
Tyrann Mathieu, big time Honey Badger guy.
It seemed like the team came out of the Oklahoma game energized and brought that to practice the next week. Did you see that this morning? Same type of magnitude?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We were out there. And it just felt like we came into work this morning like with a lot of books in our backpack, just kind of weighing us down and just had to empty the backpack, Just restart, reset. It's a new week, new game, new opponent. Like everything we do leads to this result. Can't let one game affect two.